Happy Tuesday, everyone, and welcome to this week's Lessons from Leo. So for those of you that don't know me, my name is Julianne Thorne, and I'm a holistic cat therapist and soul activator for cat guardians. Every week I go live and work with my boy Leo to share with you his words of wisdom. And every week he gives me a different picture to use, and there's a different message, which for me, it always feels quite profound. And I hope that you enjoy his words too. So this week I went into my picture folder for the boys and straight away was drawn to this picture. This is a really old picture, and I know you can't really see him very well. This was, I think, the first Christmas that we had him. So we had him in the early May, and this was the Christmas that year. He was stretched out. That's a heated blanket, that red blanket on my legs, and I'm stretched out on the sofa, probably watching a Christmas film. And I couldn't tell you the last time Leo laid like that with me. You know, when I think back to how he was in those first 12 months that we had him, when we were all kind of finding our feet together and figuring out our routine and our relationship, I look back onto some of the pictures like this one and think, wow, I forgot that we had that moment and that he trusted me that much so soon to lay like that, to be open and be vulnerable. And for those of you that follow me on social media, you may have seen pictures of Leo and maybe Max, his brother, and see how I comment about how they sleep differently. So Leo is very, he sleeps in a round spherical shape. He's he's curled up usually. Baby Max will sleep upside down. And this picture I just find fascinating. I forgot that my boy laid like that with me, completely in a very trusting position. So I'm interested to see what he's got to say today. So just give me a second and we will share with you his words. My gosh, my heart is just so full of joy. It feels like it's vibrating like really quickly. He says, find your peace, find your joy. The world is so busy. The human experience at times so dense. Find your joy. Find that moment that makes you smile. Find that moment that warms your heart. Find that moment that nourishes your soul. Trust. Trust in your situation and your circumstance and this moment. Trust you, speaking quick today, trust you are exactly where you need to be. Trust that what is coming is better and for your highest good. Trust in yourself. It's okay to feel joy. It's okay to feel peace and to be happy. We know, when he says we, he means the cats. We know that humans feel very dense, very stressed, very busy a lot of the time. That does not need to be your default, nor is it your way. You are meant to feel joy, peace, abundance, gratitude, love. Oh, I feel really tingly. They're all quite high vibe emotions. Look at me here, trusting, loving, being open. This has not happened since, Mum, because you have not let it. Fascinating. You have tried to fight to get to where you think you should be. The more you trust, the more you'll see. The more you feel, the more I will be there. Find your peace and feel the joy. Those words are enough. Thank you, buddy. So what I do find fascinating is In my program, Become a Soul-Led Cat Guardian, I shared with the group yesterday how the universe had given me the opportunity to trust my intuition. I didn't know why, but I trusted it. And actually, what I found out yesterday is that I didn't do a certain thing, and there was a great reason for that. The outcome of not doing it was actually much, much better for me. I didn't face stress and anxiety and dense emotions. And I shared with the group yesterday about how it was interesting that, I had that kind of affirmation from the universe that I'd made the right decision, although my head was going, you should, lots of the shoulds. So I shared that with my program group yesterday and said to them, like, if you ever get a nudge from your intuition, I feel like I should do this, or I feel like that's not quite right for me, follow it. You may not know the why, and the why is not your job. The why is not for you to be concerned about. You need to trust your intuition, trust those nudges, trust that niggle. And when I shared that with the group yesterday, I actually felt quite exposed in a way, quite open, quite vulnerable. And then this morning, Leo came up onto the bed at 5:45 and came and gave me chest cuddles, which, as you may or may not know, he doesn't always do. And then he actually sat on my lap and had healing. So my hands were incredibly hot, very, very warm. I felt very drawn to work with him, and we had this beautiful beam of light between us, and he had a healing session, which he has not had for months. So I don't think it's a coincidence that he asked me to use this picture today. And I don't think it's a coincidence that I was very vulnerable and open yesterday, basically being a soul-led cat guardian. And then he gave me that affirmation this morning of, the more you open up and you are your authentic self and you act from a place of your soul, the deeper your relationship with your cat is. I mean, I find it fascinating. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. And if you're interested in deepening your connection with your cat and becoming a soul-led cat guardian, I'll pop a link in the comments below so you can book a call to chat with me to see if it's the right program for you. It's a beautiful 8-week program where we look at ourselves and you do a bit of healing for you, and then you work with the cat. And I have to say, if the last 24 hours are anything to go by, the opportunity to connect with our cats is limitless. So I hope you've enjoyed today's lessons from Leo. And if you'd like to come and join us on the program, click the link below. I will speak to you all soon. Have a great day. Bye for now.